Hey guys, in this video I want to show you how to make 3 simple keychain weaves out of paracord. All you need for this project is some paracord scraps and a keychain. Let's dive right in. This first weave is just a simple Cobra knot, or Solomon bar, whatever you're used to calling it. But it's a little bit different when doing it on a keychain. I'm just going to fold my cord in half. If you have a longer piece, this one doesn't need to be in half. You only need about 2 feet of cord for this. So we'll pull it down to one end. Go ahead and loop it through your carabiner or keychain, whatever you've got. Then we're going to turn it upside down and go about 3 inches down, and then fold 1 cord to each side. So now we're just going to go right into the Cobra weave, kind of like if we were making a Mad Max bracelet or something like that. We're not going to attach it to a buckle. We're just going to start with our cord over the top like this, bring the other side over the top of that, around the back, and up through the loop. And then just cinch this first knot down very loosely. Otherwise it's going to slide all the way down. Now we'll do the mirror of that. Right side over the top, left down over that, around the back, and up through the loop. And this one you should be able to pull on pretty good, and it's going to stay in place. You can kind of cinch your knots down towards that end, and we'll keep on going until we reach the carabiner. And there we go. As with any paracord project, we can now just clip the ends, be 1/8 of an inch away from our last knot. And then we'll take a lighter to just melt the ends a bit. You want to hold it near the flame, not in the flame. Being careful not to burn any of the rest of your project. Then you can just take your lighter or any other metal object and push the melted end against the knot so that it doesn't slide through. There we go. For this next keychain, I'm going to use a snake knot. It's a little bit less well known than the Cobra weave, but it's pretty easy. We're just going to put our cord through the keychain, leave about 1 foot on each side. Then I'm going to take the right side and loop it across the left, and then around the back. And then we go underneath and pull our left cord around the top, and then we stick the end down through this right side loop. We'll cinch that up just under our keychain. Helps to pull each end individually to tighten this knot. So one more time on that knot. Right side around, go underneath and grab your left side, and then across the top, down through that left side hole. Once you've got that one tightened down, we're just going to make a couple more until we have about 2 or 3 inches of knots. So after you have a couple of inches of knots, we're just going to clip the ends like before on the other one. You can leave a little bit of a tail if you want to. And just melt the ends. On light colored paracord, you have to be really careful that you don't make the ends black by melting them too much. There's our snake knot keychain all done. If you've been to summer camp as a kid, you might be familiar with this next knot. Looking it up, I saw it was called the box knot. It's often made with plastic lacing, but we're going to do it with paracord. We'll start out by putting 1 color through our keychain, make the ends even, and then we'll take a second color and just put it right next to that. But it doesn't have to go through the keychain. We'll just cross it like this. So our red is through and our blue just goes right on top. And then to get it started, it's a little bit tricky because we have to hold on to all these cords. So once we get it going, it's a lot easier. We're going to take our red cord, the one that goes through the keychain, and make a loop. And then right beside it, we're going to make another loop going the opposite direction. Then we're going to take our blue cord and we're going to put it over the first cord and down through that second one. And then our second blue cord. On my keychain here, we want it to go over the top of our blue because our red cord here that isn't tied down yet, we want it to go over that one and under the next one. Now we've got all these crisscrossing kind of in a uniform way. We want to tighten that down. And you should get a checkerboard pattern like that on the top. Leave a little bit of a loop for our keychain. And then we'll move on to doing this again. So now that it's kind of set out in a grid like this, we can just take our either cord now. We'll just stick with our red because we started with that. And form a loop going across, loop going across the other way. And now that blue cord, we want to go over the first one and underneath the second. And same with our other blue cord. Over that first cord, underneath the second. Now we should be able to tighten those cords a little bit better than our first knot. You can pull each one individually if you want. And we'll just keep on making those knots until we have a couple inches of that weave. All right, so we'll stop there. I've got about 2 or 3 inches. I'm just going to clip the ends right next to the knots. And these I'm going to do one by one. Otherwise, if I cut them all at once, they're probably going to slip out and I'm never going to get that knot back together again. And there's our finished box knot keychain. So there's our 3 finished keychain knots. If you're like my dad, he'll match each one to the color of the car so that you can just grab the right key and go. If you guys like this one, let us know in the comments. We'll do more list videos like this. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.